when I was a kid, when I was in elementary school, I was really fat. Like I was pushing 200 pounds in elementary school. And so I remember this thing, the presidential fitness test. Do you guys remember doing that? Presidential fitness test. This is a test administered by the president for some reason. The president finds it very important to see how many push-ups fifth graders can do. I don't know if he's putting together like an elite squad of 10-year-olds. So I remember this because it was incredibly traumatic for a fat kid. Like the idea of the test is to instill healthy habits into children, but really it's just letting everyone know who's not going to kiss a girl until after college. You know, hey Aaron, if you can't lace up your skates, you can't skate by in life. That's just how skates work. We had to do the test in the gym/cafeteria. And the first thing we had to do for the test was to sit and reach. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. That's when you sit and you reach. Pretty complicated. It took me a while to get it. So we had a test administered by the president on the sit and reach. We had never practiced sit and reach in gym class. We've been playing with a parachute all year. We were doing sit and reach. After that we had chin-ups. Another thing we'd never practiced in gym class. Chin-ups went like this. It was like, JP, show them how it's done. KJ, let's see it. RJ. Kids that go by initials are always good at chin-ups. Always. That's one of Newton's laws of phys ed. Then it was my turn, and he was like, okay, Aaron, let's see how many you can do. Is that what this is about? Because I can tell you. Pretty sure I can do none chin-ups right now. Just based on the fact that I'm almost 200 pounds, I'm in 5th grade, and I've never tried to do a chin-up in my life. Pretty sure I can't do one. But I stepped up to the bar and I was trying to psych myself up. I'm like, Aaron, you got arms, you got a chin, you know which way is up. But it's weird because the presidential fitness test, that's the only test you take one at a time while everyone else watches you fail. So I'm just like step up to this chin-up bar attached to the wall while everyone else in class is watching me. And I'm trying to psych myself up, grab the bar, close my eyes, and I'm pulling as hard as I've ever pulled in my life. And then I open my eyes and I realize I've made no upward movement at all. None. I am just dangling in front of everyone else in class. And all I can think is, I hope we get to play parachute next week. There should be way more parachute on this test. I hate when people say, you're good with kids, you should have a kid. Like, I'm good on planes, but I shouldn't own a plane. You're jumping too far forward. But I get peer pressure still. I'm 25, and I thought peer pressure was going to end when I was 12 and my friends forced me to drink a Heineken. But it doesn't end there. Because now I'm 25, and I just get peer pressure to have a kid. And my biggest bully is definitely my mom. She's like, Aaron, 25 years, you haven't done anything with those balls, man. You gotta put those balls to work. And I have this theory on why people want kids and then eventually want grandkids. It's like, at some point in your life, you realize it's all meaningless. All right, it's pointless. So to give your life meaning, you gotta have a kid. Now it's incredibly important to raise that kid. That's a great thing to do, very important. But then, like 18, 20 years go by and you realize you've spent your whole life raising something whose life has no meaning. So now it's incredibly important for them to have a kid to give their life meaning, to give your life meaning. And usually that's thought of as a family tree, but I think of it more as a pyramid scheme of life. It's not a circle. It's a trap. And my girlfriend and I, Melissa, we've been together for like 3.5, 4 years. She probably knows. We were pretty drunk the first time we did it. It was on Halloween. And You know, my mom doesn't want us to have a kid because we've been together for a while and we love each other and we live together. She's always wanted me to have a kid. My first girlfriend, I was 15 and my girlfriend was 19. And you're saying, Aaron, you know, how did you get with a 19-year-old when you were 15? I was like, first off, I was a fucking baller. I was just cool as shit when I was 15. You say, Aaron, when you were 15, how do you meet 19-year-olds? Well, she wasn't, I just want to let you guys, she wasn't my babysitter or anything. She was my babysitter's friend. Her name was Sade, and we dated it for a while. I don't know what dating, when you're 15, we made out with a hot tub once, so we were dating. Did I say with a hot tub? It was in a hot tub. And one day Sade needed a ride home because she didn't have a license, even though she was 19. But I didn't have a license either because I was 15. But I did have my learner's permit, so I could drive Sade home as long as my mom was in the car with us. So myself, Sade, and my mom load into her Chevy Ventura. And I start driving to Sade's house, and my mom and Sade start talking about Sade's baby. You know, and I was 15, so I'm at that age where you don't really know your girlfriend's last name or if she has a baby. So I didn't know my girlfriend had a baby. And I dropped her off and I started driving home with my mom. I was like, Mom, it's kind of messed up. I didn't know my girlfriend had a baby. And my mom said, don't hold it against her. And I was like, I don't want to hold it anywhere. I don't even want to see it, actually. And it's so weird because like, obviously my mom should have been like steering me out of that relationship instead of literally helping me drive towards it. But it kind of makes sense because when you're a parent, you have two conflicting thoughts. Like you want a grandkid, you definitely want a grandkid. You also never want your kid to have sex. In this way, my mom got a grandchild and I never got to have sex. It was perfect for her and it was the worst possible thing for me.